Okay. I don't want to post these on my Instagram, but I feel like I just need to have a journal of my life starting in 2026 because I'm really struggling. I am really struggling as a person, and I need to get it out. I'm a yapper. I don't have anywhere to put these. Maybe I might upload them to YouTube just to help, and if this helps somebody, great. But I want to see the progress of my life. I feel like I should just journal these every morning on my way to work. It takes me 20 minutes to get to work, and I should just yap. Seriously, like I should just yap about where I'm at in my point, how I'm feeling, because I am miserable. And it's not that I'm miserable. That's not the right words. I'm trying to work on my wording, the way that I talk to myself, and I'm probably gonna cry a lot, so I might be a miserable sack of shit to watch, and I'm so sorry if that's the case, but there's gonna be some days that are happy. I know that I'm not always going to feel this way. That's why I just want to see my progress, but right now it's not going well. So for anybody who sees this, my name is Katie. I'm 27. I live in Atlanta. I have been sober for 5 years. I moved here 5 years ago to get sober. And it's the best thing I've ever done. It's the best thing that my family ever made me do. And then I chose to do it for myself. And I wouldn't change it for the thing. I got to a year of sobriety and I started dating one of my best friends. And he ended up being the love of my life. He was my first serious boyfriend ever, and my first boyfriend in sobriety. So you can imagine dealing with emotions and everything and not being able to drink or use drugs about it, going through all the ups and downs. And he's the most amazing human, and whoever gets to marry him is the luckiest person. And I will always continue to say that regardless of the things that we went through as a couple. I will always stand by that. I will not have a negative thing to say about him. But we've tried twice. I broke it off the first time and I've broken it off the second time. So I don't get another chance. And I have not been alone for 4 out of the 5 years of my sobriety, and I'm struggling. And I really want to see the progress in a year. From this video, I'm gonna video like 5 days out of the week, and I just want to see my progress. I know I'm gonna be okay. But I'm hurting. And I'm overwhelmed, and I think part of this is like my brain will not stop playing tricks on me, and I keep dreaming about him. And it's interesting because it's this idealized version of the person, right? Like there were so many issues with us and so many incompatibilities of the person that I want is not the person that he is, and that's okay because the person that he is going to make somebody so freaking happy. I'm just a psycho. And that's not nice. I need to start talking nicer to myself. The person that he is will be compatible with whoever he ends up marrying, and the person that I am will be compatible with the person I end up marrying, and I know that. But the qualities that I want in someone, I'm starting to dream that he has all of a sudden, which is not right? Like that's, nobody just changes like that. But my brain is starting to convince me of that, and that's crazy because that's not true. And it's interesting because I'm like, why didn't I just stay with him? And you might be asking me or thinking that if you ever watch this, why didn't you just stay with him? And I was like, I don't want to be a statistic. So many people, especially in the South, live this, I just think, and maybe I'm generalizing, they just marry who they're dating at 26 or 27. Like, they're like, oh, well, I don't hate you that much. I've been dating you for 2 to 3 years. I might as well just marry you. And like, I didn't want that. I didn't want that because you were convenient. I wanted wanted to make sure that I just see so many couples and I'm like, one person is exceptional and the other person's like fine, you know? And I'm like, why did you settle? Like, I heard this one girl I was at a party with and she's like who else am I gonna date, you know? Like, we're stuck with each other now. And I was like, what? I would never dream of wanting that to be said about me or me say that about my partner that I'm supposed to marry, ever. Like, you should not be marrying me out of comfortability. And in a way, I felt like that was what was happening, considering I also had never dated anybody else. And this idea of the grass is greener, I believe that I fall victim to that. I don't believe that the grass is greener. I do believe that there was this level of comfortability that I had where I wasn't going to grow anymore if I stayed in this relationship, which is really sad because I felt like I've actually done a lot of growth since our breakup, even though I feel a little stagnant right now. And it's probably the New Year blues. I call them the New Year blues, this like weird period of like getting back into work after seeing family, which probably overwrought me. But I'm just like, I am tired and I'm scared. I'm really scared of being alone, and he's my comfort. And so when I'm really unsure, I seek comfort, and he's my comfort. And so my brain, I think, is searching for him. And what's interesting is that what I want isn't what I need, right? What I want is him, but he's not what I need, which is really sad. I hope he never sees this. I mean, he can see it. I don't know. I was running with a guy friend of mine who saw one of my Instagram stories that said I was really struggling to get back into running, and he's a very avid runner, like does like ultra marathons. And he came up to me after a meeting, an AA meeting, and was like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, nothing. He's like, we're gonna go running. And then on the run, he was like, I was like, did you ask me to run because you saw my story? He's like, a little bit, yes. I was like, okay. It's like, I really need the support. And as we were running across the street, and there's this intersection where a lot of cars pass, but the cars have to stop for the pedestrians that are running on this path. And like, you know, I always check the cars to make sure they're stopped, and the car that was there like looked exactly like my ex's car, and we were in, sorry if this car looked exactly like my ex's car. And you know, of course I like stuttered in the sidewalk, and we were in the exact area that he's moved to, which is near me now. And I just kind of froze, you know, and I was really hoping it wasn't him, and I didn't know if it was him or not. But you know, I think that has made my brain start to trick me, and it's just, I feel very out of sorts for the new year, which sucks. I hate feeling out of sorts for the new year. It's just an unfortunate set of fucking events. I don't want to feel out of sorts for the new year, but I do. And so I don't really know what I'm going to do with this series. I don't really expect it to go anywhere. But it's really for me, because I need a place where I can yap, not annoy my following, and cry without being shamed for it, because I'm an emotional, sensitive person. And I know the days are going to get better, but I want to see it. Like, I want to see my progression, you know? I want to see how my days get better, because I know that I'm bound to have better days. I'm also in my luteal phase, so I understand that period-wise, I'm not going to feel great right now. I'm gearing up to have my period absolutely demolish me. But yeah, I'm hurting. And of course, my brain tricks me into thinking that I've made a mistake. I haven't. I made this decision very consciously and with a lot of thought when I broke up with him, because I knew there was no going back this time. The first time, maybe there was a second chance, which I took after a lot of time and thought. Maybe not enough time and thought, to be honest with you, looking back on it now. But this time, like, there's no going back, and I know that. And so I think for me, the finality of it is hard. I think that understanding that I am now, like, alone, and I have to learn how to be alone, and I want to be alone, but I also naturally seek attention from men, and so I'm fighting with a constant side of myself that I don't like. I'm accepting it, but I don't like it. Learning to find new hobbies, but I naturally don't find myself to be very creative or interesting, so I'm learning to find new ways to be more interesting. I think vlogging has started to help. My Instagram and being more creative on there has started to help. I think this might start to help. I'm just literally gonna upload this video to YouTube and see what happens. I think that I feel very blessed to be sober, to have a family that loves me and supports me, to have friends that love me and support me, to have a roof over my head, to have a job that pays me well, a family that I work for that I love and adore, who treat me well. I feel very run over by life, and I'm really just trying to find little glimpses of happiness in each and every day, and that starts with gratitude. But in this particular moment, I don't feel very fucking grateful. I feel just sad and angry, and I'm angry at my brain because I woke up thinking that it was real and it wasn't. So, but you shake it off, you get through your day. It's only 9:04. I have so much time left in the day to turn it around. I nanny the cutest kid in the entire world. I work for the coolest people. I'm excited. And I'm not excited. That's the wrong word to use right now, because I'm not excited. But I am blessed, and I know that. And I appreciate anybody who's actually watched this video, because that's crazy. And I guess I will be back in the morning to talk more, which is nuts. Because yesterday morning at this time, I was listening to CIA files on Osama bin Laden. Which is really interesting, the podcast. But this seems to be better for me and my health, my mental health. It's just getting it all out. Because if it's stuck up here, I drive myself crazy. Highly recommend. Okay. Have a great day. Oh, and it's January 6th, 2026. All right. Bye.